Hi, this is Brian. Welcome back to another micro class. This one's on rational optimism. It's inspired by Broadcasting Happiness by Michelle Gielan. Rational optimism. So Michelle is an incredibly positive person and tells us that positivity is one of the most underutilized resources that we have at our disposal. It's naturally occurring, renewable. Positivity, it's super powerful. But when we talk about positivity, when we talk about optimism, she says, we're not talking about irrational optimism. Irrational optimism is basically this person who says, I don't want to hear about anything negative. Nope, not into my world. No, I'm got this little bubble and I'm sitting on a unicorn, which I'm sure you can tell that's a unicorn, right? And you cannot bother me with, that's a sweet unicorn. You cannot bother me with any negativity, right? That's irrational optimism. That's not what we're talking about when we talk about all these ideas. We're talking about rational optimism. Rational optimism confronts everything, right? So the negative comes in. We're not ignoring it. We're not trying to live in some bubble. But what we do is we strategically analyze it, right? And we also integrate it with our positive worldview as well. But it's very, very important to hold both. Otherwise, we will fall into this unicorn, rainbow seeking, fly away, silly, irrational optimist. And this is parallel. In the note, I talk about irrational visualization, right? So you can talk about irrational optimism. You can also talk about irrational visualization. What's that? Well, that's when we have our vision board and all we do is stare at that vision board and have a positive fantasy that never gets rubbed up against reality. Well, as we know, the science says, Gabriel Oettingen's science in large part tells us we need to WOOP that process, right? We got to have a wish, something we're very excited about, right? We have an outcome, we see the benefits, but then we also rub it up against reality by seeing what might get in the way, what obstacles, which forces us to create a plan. People who do that, that's called, you could call it, rational visualization. People who engage in rational visualization are way more successful than the people that stop there or in this positive side of it. So check in. How is your optimism? Is it rational or is it irrational? In the next micro class, we're going to talk about one powerful way to create a rational sense of optimism. But for now, I'll leave it at that. More in a moment.
Isn't it a bit odd that we went from math to science to history, but somehow missed the class on how to live? For some wacky reason, Optimal Living 101 never made the schedule. Of course, it's too late to go back and change that, and you're too busy to read full-time to catch up. Yet, if you're like us, you're all about optimizing your life and actualizing your potential. So imagine this. Imagine having someone read the best books on optimal living and pulling out the big ideas that can truly change your life. You know, those sections you asterisk and underline and mark all up. Then imagine that guy, me, connecting those ideas to other great books and helping you apply them to your life today. Well, that's what I do with something we call Philosophers Notes, where I break down each great book into a simple 6-page PDF, 20-minute MP3, and 10-minute Philosophers Notes TV episode. Then imagine me taking the absolute best big ideas from those great books and sharing them with you in fun, inspiring, super practical Optimal Living 101 classes. On stuff like Purpose 101, Confidence 101, Business 101, Meditation 101, that sort of thing. You've got a personal trainer? I'm kind of like your personal philosopher. Ancient wisdom plus modern science plus common sense plus virtue plus mastery plus fun. That's what our optimized membership program is all about. We'd love to have you join us. Check us out at brianjohnson.me/join.